Hi everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, with yet another fun episode of Slither.io, or Slither.io, or whatever you want to call it, Slither.io. I only did one episode of this before, and I thought it would be fun to play it again, because I've learned more about it. I learned how to change the skin of the worm or snake or whatever, and I've also learned how to uh, shoot forward faster or whatever, if you want to, however you want to call that. So we'll play a couple rounds of this. Now, you click on the screen to go like shoot forward as long as you are. Like, I think the longer you are, the longer that you last or something. And you can come down here and change your skin if you want. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Now I chose the rainbow color because I like rainbows. There's a bunch of fun looking characters. There's like rainbow, there's different like dang it. And as always, this game is a little laggy. Because that's a bunch of people are playing this game at once. So far I'm not doing too good. Can't get to a decent size. See, when you shoot forward, when you hold down on the hold down on the mouse key, it will shoot you forward, but it takes up your space or your length, so the longer you zoom forward, the shorter you get. Dang it. I for some reason just cannot get a break today. I played a little bit of this earlier. I got to like 13 or 16 or something like that, 16,000. Every time I seem to play this game, I always seem to get hit. Or I hit them or whatever. So, Pookers is here on my keyboard now. Good thing I don't need the keyboard to do anything. I'd show you, but I'd have to move the webcam so you could see it. But he's sitting like right down here, aren't ya? There he is. There's Pookers. There's Pookers. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. That was my fault. I was too busy paying attention to this little fuzz nut. Huh? You want a little fuzz nut? Get up there. Thank you. That was a close one. That was a big pile of scary right there. See, when you get laggy, you don't always know where you're going to end up at the end of the lag. So you don't know if you're going to be ending right up next to somebody and can't stop yourself from running into them, so then you end up dying. And I've also like lowered like the like, if you see, you could lower the graphics. Couldn't think of the word for a minute. You could lower the graphics and it usually runs better after that, but I've done that and I'm still lagging a little bit on this game. That's to be expected, I guess, because you've got like a butt ton of people in this game that's, you know, playing at once. It's cool that you could choose like different colors and stuff, and you don't have to stick with just like one color. I mean, they give you like random colors if you don't pick one, but I mean for like all the interesting colors, like those ones up there, and purple and rainbowy and that kind of stuff. So see, you can use this to make it either better quality or lower quality. And then you go down here to change the skin. You can have rainbow, blue and yellow, blue and white, red and white. Reddit, I think that's the Reddit one. Purple and green, whatever that is. Blue, yellow, and red. I don't know what that one is, or that one, or just regular colors. I think there's some other, yeah, there's United States, another red, white, and blue one, another black, red, and whatever, red, white, and green, another red, white, and blue, red and white, and then the rainbow. So I always just choose the rainbow because I like all the colors at once. You having fun up there? What are you doing? Besides pooping on me. He likes to chew on things. He'll come up here on the front and chew on the front of my shirt. Well, that was short-lived. This game is like dog eat dog, but you don't necessarily actually eat anybody. If you eat anybody, then you end up dying, so you just have to eat pellets and hope not to run into anybody. Which is easier said than done. Like I said, with the lag, it's not easy when you get into a throng of a lot of people. I mean, if you stay on the outskirts somewhat, you can still pick up pellets and slowly get bigger. But the size comes from killed snake worm things when they end up dying, and then you suck up their essence. That's where you get most of your size from, is that. this makes me wonder, like, what other kind of, like, EO style game are they gonna do? Like, I mean, they had Agario, which was balls that you could suck other people up into your orb of whatever. And then there was, you know, this one, which is snake worm things, which you suck up little balls into your mouth and get bigger. But you can't suck others into your mouth. You just have to get them to touch you somehow without you touching them first, and then they explode into essence, and then you suck them up. So it's a little bit different than Agario in that instance, but it's still like a, you know, fight to be the best kind of thing. So just a matter of how long you can last. So far, I'm longer than I was previous time I played this on my own. And I died. Dang it. So I got bigger, but then I ended up dying. So we'll play a couple more times, and then we'll see how long we get. Well, we'll play this one and see how long I get. What you doing, Pookers? That guy purposely ran into me. Okay, one more time, and then we'll see how. I'll try to go as far as I can on this last one. Probably won't play too much more of this for my channel, because, I mean, there's like a lot of this game out there, and, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's not really much to it, unless you get like a super high score, and then you're all like, oh my god, and then you're like, I got to show everybody that I got onto the leaderboard. I've only been on the leaderboard once, and that was like the 8th position or something like that. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing special. I think I was number 8 in the episode that I played on the channel. I'm not sure, but I might have been. Not sure. I'd have to look back onto that. But, I mean, besides the fact that a lot of people play this game, there's not really much to it. I mean, you just wander around eating rainbow-colored glowy things and try not to get eaten, or try not to run into anybody. But when you get into the center, it's kind of hard not to run into some people, because the bigger people are like in the middle, and you have to try to avoid them, because a lot of them will like surround you, like go in a circle around you, and then you're pretty much, you know, SOL at that point, because you can't get out. That's a big guy. But I wonder what kind of other EO game are they gonna make. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to see what else they come up with. It would have to be another game to where you can like go around and, you know, have a chance to get bigger. I mean, they've done balls and now they've done snakes. So like, what else is there? What else is there out there that they can make where you can get bigger by either eating other people that are smaller than you, or just eating these things and like making them run into you and others run into you and eat their essence. It should do something that involves like flying or something. Like maybe like spaceships or something. Actually, I think there is a spaceship one. There's a spaceship one out there, I think. I don't remember what it's called, but it's spaceships. It's another IO game. It's like, but it's harder because you have to shoot people. And so there's a spaceship one. So there's that. I played it, but I didn't like upload it for anything because it's way harder than this. I mean, you have like certain keys that you have to hit in order to go back and forth, and like the pitch and roll or whatever of, you know, the directional thing is not that easy. So it's like trying to control something that's something you're not used to. And then you have to shoot other people that are also moving around really fast. So, but that one's not as popular as this one because it's easier. It has to be something that's easy. Maybe fish. This is Slitherio. So what about like Pondio, or kind of almost like Insane Aquarium, if you've ever played that. I think that's what it's called. It was like an old PC game that, like, you started out as a small fish, and then all you had to do was like eat other fish, and then you got to a bigger size, and then you could eat other things and everything, and you just kept eating things until you got bigger and bigger. So they could like play on that, because this is kind of like reminiscent to like Centipede Snake, which is like an old game. There wasn't a multiplayer. It was just you had to eat pellets, and you had to keep from touching yourself or touching the wall. And so that's what this is based off of, basically. So the fish thing could be a new EO game. Developers, get on that. Make a fish-based one to where like you start out as like a small fish, and then you can get to bigger fish, and then like be the biggest fish in the sea or something. I don't know. It seems kind of ridiculous when I talk about it, but it's an idea. And if you want more ideas, then there you go. Yeah, I can't get this guy. What you doing, Pookers? Well, come on, come here. What are you being such a snot for? There we go. So how are you doing, Pookers, huh? How are you doing? He's been in most of my videos lately, because usually when I do my videos, I usually have him out here already. So he's usually just here with me in the living room, so I'll just go ahead and keep him with me so I can just record while he's here. And that was it. I actually let that guy get me, but we're running out of time, so I got to 2131.8, so that's like the biggest that I've ever been. So with that, me and Pookers are gonna go ahead and end this video. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with your friends. It will help me out a lot. And also be sure to subscribe so you know when I do more videos. And leave comments below if you know of any other EO games besides the space one and the, you know, famous Agario and Slitherio and whatever. And yeah, that'll be it. And look forward to seeing me do the next video. Also, be sure to just follow me on Twitter and Instagram, even though I don't really upload much on Instagram. But I do, will do more stuff on Twitter the more people follow. So be sure to do that. And say bye-bye, pookers. And he's going to show his butt. Nice pookers. Bye-bye, everybody.